What does it mean to extend an olive branch to someone? What is the olive branch a symbol of? What connection does it have with Greek gods and with the Bible? What are the different ways of wording the idiom? All this and more coming up. But first, do subscribe to The English Nut on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks. The story of the symbolism of the olive branch takes us to ancient Greece. According to Greek mythology, Poseidon, the god of the sea, and Athena, the goddess of war, were fighting over whom the first Greek city would be named after. Zeus, the king of the gods, decreed that the city would be named after the one who gave it the most precious gift. Poseidon thrust his trident into the Acropolis and a well of seawater gushed out. Athena struck the arid land next to the well with her spear and an immortal olive tree emerged. She was deemed the winner and the city was named Athens after her. An acropolis is a citadel or fortified part of an ancient Greek city, usually built on a hill. When you write Acropolis with a capital A, it means the Acropolis of Athens. In Greek culture, the olive branch came to represent peace and victory. The olive branch was used to supplicate or submit to gods or those in power. Also in the Olympic Games, the victors were crowned with an olive wreath. This symbolism became a part of Roman culture as well. The goddess Irene or Irene, the personification of peace, was depicted on Roman imperial coins with an olive branch in one hand. The Roman poet Virgil used the olive branch as a symbol of peace in his epic poem Aeneid. It tells the story of Aeneas, who escaped Troy when the city fell and went to Italy, where he ultimately became the forefather of the Romans. High on the stern Aeneas his stand, and held a branch of olive in his hand, while thus he spoke, "The Phrygians' arms you see, expelled from Troy, provoked in Italy by Latian foes, with war unjustly made, at first affianced and at last betrayed, this message bear, the Trojans and their chief bring holy peace and beg the king's relief." In the Bible, there is a story of a flood. Because humans become corrupt, God decides to destroy them with this flood. Noah, the one righteous man, is saved. He builds an ark and takes refuge in it. At one point, Noah sends out a dove from the ark to find out if the flood is receding. The dove brings back an olive leaf or branch. This not only meant that the flood was subsiding, but that divine wrath had been assuaged. And thus in Christianity too, the olive branch became a symbol of peace. Extending an olive branch means making an offer of peace or reconciliation. While in Greek and Roman culture people carried a real olive branch to indicate peace or surrender, in the modern era the use of the olive branch is metaphorical. We say that we are extending or offering an olive branch. We don't actually have an olive branch with us. Not least because in many parts of the world, it would be difficult to get your hands on one. The use of the olive branch as a graphic symbol is very much a part of the modern world. The flag of Cyprus features olive branches both as a symbol of peace and to reflect its ancient Greek heritage. Eritrea also has an olive branch on its flag. The Great Seal of the United States features an eagle holding an olive branch in its right talon. The eagle grasps arrows in its left talon. This symbolizes the dual powers of war and peace. The logo of the United Nations features olive branches surrounding a world map. The olive branch is a symbol of peace in Arab folk traditions too. And in 1974, Yasser Arafat, the famous Palestinian leader, brought an olive branch to the UN General Assembly. He said, "Today I have come bearing an olive branch and a freedom fighter's gun. Do not let the olive branch fall from my hand." On the 1969 Apollo 11 mission, astronaut Neil Armstrong left a golden olive branch on the moon as a symbol of peace. Here's how you can use the idiom in a sentence. I extended an olive branch to him, but he rejected it. The release of prisoners of war was seen by the enemy country as an olive branch. As an offer of an olive branch to my brother, I bought him a ticket to the game. In the middle of the fight, she held out an olive branch to her husband, and his anger subsided. The negotiator extended an olive branch to them, but they did not respond. As you can see from these examples, the phrase can be worded in various ways. I'll end with the haunting words of singer Leonard Cohen. Dance me to your beauty with a burning violin. Dance me through the panic till I'm gathered safely in. Lift me like an olive branch and be my homeward dove. Dance me to the end of love. Dance me to the end of love. Do come up with a sentence using the phrase and write it in the comments section. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.